in the house. So
All right, I'll bring the stream up. Y'all should hear me and the music.
yes,
Yeehaw!
I hear all of the things.
So did somebody mute their phone today before they started?
No, I haven't.
The father a hard time. All right. Figure out what we're doing sooner or later. I've been sick as a dog. I have the cold.
Oh no.
Won't go away.
It just warmed up over here. Like it was lovely. It's why I'm in my freaking dress because negative 30s are gone and now we're up to 50 degrees and it's a wonderful heat wave.
Yeah, it was 60 degrees here, so all the snow.
Oh, yeah, all the snow melted and I'm like, yes, it's time for a dress. I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah.
Night Steed in the house. I believe y'all are playing this Wednesday. Am I correct in that? But I'm,
ETU?
yeah, ETU.
I think so. From what I've seen in the chat,
That's
it
what I'm
seems like
saying.
it's up. So
Could
that
be
should
this
be a
week.
thing.
That's what he's saying.
Yes.
College back in session. Oh, okay, folks. We are live. We were sick, but that's nothing new with the rechecks, right? We have got some yeehaw goodness to get going here in the Deadlands Reloaded universe in southern Colorado. Crazy Colorado. They ain't started smoking that stuff yet. Let's do our character introductions. I will then we'll do a recap because we have a split party right now. Father Anderson, please say hello to everybody.
Hello, everyone. I am Alexander Anderson. I am a good priest of the Lord, and I am here to spread the word of His word across the land. We haven't been too successful so far, but we've met some nice church-going people.
Antia.
Hello. I am Santia Rosalina Morales, former farm girl turned gunslinger, hanging out with all of these guys. And we seem to have lost the doctor. ¿Dónde está Doctor Iván? Yo no sé a dónde se fue. I don't know.
Yeah, what she said. Thaddeus.
I am Thaddeus Walker, the bounty hunter. Took up bounty hunting because my parents were killed, and I'm after their murderers and making some money along the way.
Okay, and the Doc de Versailles.
I am your lovely little doctor, and I'm currently indisposed at the moment. A lady says she was going to give me a monkey. I mean, when you has the monkey, what do you do?
All right. Now, I reset fate chips. So if I did this correctly, y'all should draw your own.
You give us fate chips.
Oh, I thought...
And I've lost all my adventure cards that I had.
Yeah, I'm resetting those too. So
Yes.
get new ones. All right, so I can give the adventure cards. All right, come here, party sheet, and boom.
Yeah.
How's that? Boom. How's that? Did I get it
Yeah.
right?
I think so.
What do we get? Knight got another card. So who gets it? Oh, look, he's playing favorites. I wonder who got it. Who got it, Knight? Santia. She gets
Aw.
another card. How
Thanks.
nice. All right. The lady has two now.
I'd like to spend a red chip as a white chip and use my card.
Oh, what did he get? Let me see.
Oh.
We're going left on this. What did he do?
Oh my.
Oh my God! Oh my Lord! Wow! So
What did you have?
I have no idea.
how do I give you the adventure deck then? Oh, let's see.
Did you get something that just broke the game?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
You broke
Okay.
it.
So go to your modules. I think I can share the adventure deck with you. I just opened it up, and you see it.
Let me
Yep, you sure
Right.
I think I would
can.
have the adventure deck open.
You can go open it.
What?
Is there like a particular one, or literally all of these cards?
It's all those cards.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I can tell you, well, yeah. So
I got a little bit of time, I guess.
yeah, apparently so. So get rid of the perfect timing. Pay a Benny and search the remaining adventure deck and take any one card of your choice. So he just got it. Windfall's taken, and yeah, you have Dress to Kill and Uh-oh. Well, just look through them and see which one grabs you. And Thaddeus got Uh-oh. Oh, I saw somebody else going on in chat there. I was like, what the hell is happening now? Thaddeus, you got play to make an
I can just
imposing
make
one.
it, yeah.
Floating.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll just fit you just fine. Great. Wonderful. The puns shall ensue.
Is there?
Okay.
Do you expect any less?
While the good doctor is looking through the cards and indisposed, would one of the other three for Benny like to recap what happened last week? Pony up a Benny. I mean, win a Benny.
Well, I mean, I can give you a short version.
For Benny.
Basically, we oh, what were we doing? We brought the bandits that we killed back to town to see if there was any bounties on them. We were told that there was one person that would know best, and we were searching for him, if I remember correctly. As we were searching, we heard some sounds down at the end of the street that sounded like monkeys to me. So I kind of sent the doctor down there.
Mm-hmm.
And he never returned. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we were talking to the mayor.
What else? Anything else happened?
Yeah, we were talking to the mayor. He was a delusional drunkard, so we locked him up in the jail.
And he was mentioning something about someone named Tachin,
Acheen.
and kept on saying something about the mines. Said we were thinking about going to the mines, but we lost the doctor. So, and he's in the brothel. Sonya's not going to a brothel.
We decided that we weren't going to go in. Me and the doc, me and the father. So we left poor doctor there, if he's actually still there.
Okay. You can get a Benny for that, so I got to give you a Benny. I don't have a freak coming again. Say award random fate chip. Boom. Oh, you're welcome.
Ooh, you got a blue one. Very nice.
Okay, so we pick up in that when we left off, we had Coffin Rock brought up. Y'all were kind of you were a split party in that y'all had made your way. You left the mayor and the good father in the jail, and the mayor was had was raving about multiple stories, and after being waterboarded without the water but with liquor in front of him, trying to tease him about him wanting to drink and holding it from him like a carrot on a
Oh,
stick.
that's right.
Hopped up and raved and ran at the jail cell and hit it so hard that he cracked open his skull and he fell back, knocked himself out cold.
Oh
The
my
good
gosh.
father is staying in there, just kind of keeping an eye on him. Went down toward the.
Santia stayed with the good doctor.
What?
The
I
mayor.
thought
and
Alexander.
me and Father Alexander went down to the brothel to look for.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I went to look for but then y'all came back.
Right.
And you actually went into the bar to. That's when you got some liquor, but you were gonna go. You were searching for the barmaid that was working
Yes.
there. And I think Santia went with you, and the good father, if I was listening to the end of the session last week, said that he was going to stay with the mayor. Is that correct, Alexander?
Yes, I stayed with the mayor
What I
to
thought.
keep an eye on him.
Yeah, and the good doctor was busy, indisposed. And so that proceeded on. So that is where we left off, and it is now getting toward, early evening. This time has passed. We'll start with Thaddeus, in that you went looking for Lizzie Pierce was her name. Voluptuous, plump barmaid that was kind of keeping to her own, and that little hovel place just on the outskirts of town that the barkeep pointed you to, Taylor Johnson, and went and searched for her because you had some questions for her of something. Find her busy,
Yes,
doing exactly that, and over the water that doesn't look even ripe for cleaning and all that, but that she's doing her best clean these dirty, filthy rags, and kind of catch her off guard. She kind of looks not nervous but just skittish, and you kind of walk up on her, and she puts her back to a wall and all that, and then keeps the cleaning vat, the half barrel of the filthy water in and all, and she's kind of looking at wanting, hey, thanks for the sub, Cyber, we appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Resub, I do. Oh man, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And the Deadlands goodness to the channel. Anyway, so you find her, and she's kind of, what? And she's looking around, affect others, or there's nobody else here. She goes, what?
I sent you a message in Discord, Duff.
Yeah, I am.
I will, calmly look at her and say, I'm just here to ask a small favor. We have the mayor in the jail trying to sober him up. And I was wondering if you would look in on him with some food, no alcohol, probably 3 times a day when we're not here.
Who? What now? Say that again. I don't understand.
The mayor is in the jail cells, in the jail, locked up, so that he will sober up, because we have some questions for him, and he is just out of his mind, more or less.
He is
from
a raving
drink.
lunatic.
So we're trying to sober him up and get some straight answers from him. And we are actually about to head to the mines once we find the doctor that we came with, to investigate what's going on up there. So if you would do me the
Want me to
kind
go to
favor
the jail? I would
Yeah, it's just
never
to deliver
step foot
food.
in there. Deputies are mean.
Oh, there's no
No
deputies.
good.
They're all dead. All
Yeah,
the deputies
right.
in the marshal are dead. Yes, we killed them.
got a little material between my brains. I'm not that dumb. I've seen a few things. They're not all. You just didn't kill them all.
Well, we left one. But I think he ran away.
What's in it for me?
Our undying thanks.
Did
Yeah, right.
we leave the horses at the livery? Or do we give them all to that doctor?
I would imagine that all the other horses that we brought the bandits back on were still at delivery.
Well, I could give her a couple horses.
Could do that. We could also, tell her that she can have the livery, if she would like to make a living other than a barmaid.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, she could start up a stable. With the horses.
So what are we doing?
If she's
Yeah.
interested in taking the horses that we brought back from the bandits' cave to start up her own stable hand business, maybe, she can have that if she were to do us a couple of favors.
With all those horses, I don't have any someone to sell them to. Maybe I can make a good dollar on them, but it's gonna
Well,
cost
it
as
would be
much to
up to you.
upkeep them as it is to try to make any money on them before I can sell them. I'm not gonna feed them. I don't have
That
enough
is up
money
to
to
you.
buy all the stuff and feed them, all the grains and hay and all that.
Well, is there anything that you have in particular that you would like in return?
Well, let me get these rags, but let me get these rags back to him, and I'll go take a look at them and all that. And where are these horses? Where are all these horses at?
Delivery.
I'll go take a look at them. Let me get this all done for Taylor before he yells at me anymore, and I'll go fix it all. And we go check out on the mare and see what it's gonna cost. And the food. Where am I getting? Oh, this is just. Those horses better be worth it, because I don't have any money to pay for all this.
I'd like to stay and help her wash these rags, if she would let me.
Oh, damn it, Versailles, you cheater. You cheater. Sorry, I'm slightly distracted
happened?
by Versailles. You son of a bitch. You just,
Uh-oh.
you bastard.
What the heck? There's some devious going on in the background.
Yeah, there was. And he just pulled an end around on me.
Oh,
Damn it.
I like to inverse things.
oh
You
no.
did.
Ah,
You
ah, ah.
bastard. I gave him the
Hey.
wrong card. God dang it.
Actually, I picked 3 cards that pretty much had the same effect. It was the side effect that was going to be different.
Bastard.
Oh dear.
Sorry. Okay. I got it. Now you got to make me punt here all of a sudden.
I gotta put you on the spot.
Did you bastard. Okay.
Oh no.
Let me see what this says. I apologize. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna help her wash some. You're gonna help her wash some rags.
Yes.
And Santi, are you gonna hang out there with them, or are you going to wait?
Well,
he's doing this, you kind of see him saddle up next to um
Hmm.
so why you kind of it kind of catches you off guard, and begins to saddle up to her, grab some of the dirty rags, it's cleaning rags and stuff like that.
I mean, Thaddeus, would you like me to help? Or shall I go and back to Padre Alejandro?
No, you're free to do whatever you want. I'm just helping her so that she can get her chores done faster, so that we can appease the bartender.
The bartender. I will assist. I will assist Thaddeus in helping her finish everything up so that we can skedaddle on to the bar or to the livery. Oh, someone's exploding.
Yeah, no, I was just wanting to roll one die and it exploded 3 times. I just wanted to. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just trying to get a position on something. So no, it just. Okay, so you're all on the west side of town, and so that's taking some on. It's beginning, like I said, it's getting to be nighttime.
Uh-oh.
Throw me a curveball here. I was gonna have some. Oh, you bastard! I'm gonna get you for that, you monkey man.
Did you look at the other 2 cards at all? They might.
But roughly, they were doing. That's why. Well, I had you roll the d6. He picked 3 cards, so I had him roll a d6, and the dice roll was going to determine the one that you got. So that's the reason I gave you that one. But they all 3, were close to getting you out of the trouble that you were going to get yourself into.
Well, they all had side effects.
Yeah, but I didn't want to pick for you, so that's why you had to roll, and that was the one. But you played it. All right, so fine. Gonna have some fun at the doctor's expense, but no ruin for the show. So while that's taking place, Doc, good father, are you just I guess reading up on the great gospel while you're in the jail? Because the mayor does not come to. He knocked himself out pretty cold. Can't hear you.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You are far. You sound far away.
Yeah, your volume
is
way off.
Testing.
Low.
Testing.
Low.
Very low.
Better.
Yeah,
Better.
I was trying to turn it down to where you couldn't hear the fan in the background, but I think I turned it down way too much.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got your volume all the way up, so you're.
Oh, yes. I mean, what better way to spend time than reading the good book of the Lord?
Okay, so we'll pick up the doctor now, since he's going to find himself. You are nighttime is falling, and you are going to Oh man, how did I just give all this away? This was gonna be so funny. You were being carted out the back. What's that card say again before I play this totally wrong? Play to avoid death, capture, or some other bad situation. Oh man, that is just not right. Okay, so you were starting to feel the effects, and your mind was becoming hazy in this debauchery that was taking place in the room, and all of a sudden, come to your senses out of sheer shock because someone put their hand somewhere that you haven't had someone's hand before.
What are you doing?
Yes.
That is not the one.
but you're
It will probably be just like I said last time. He's probably going to run out of the room with his pants around his ankle. No! No! That is not the monkey! No!
Okay, and this you I need though the rest of the group not supposed to know what the hell's going on, but fine.
I mean, literally, he's probably running down the street now.
Well,
No! No!
yeah, actually, so so the madam and one of the ladies was there, and they were, they were laying you out, on the bed, and were pulling your clothes off and rummaging through your stuff, and you come out, to their surprise, you shoot up out of the bed, and you are running, trying to pull your pants up and your britches and everything else, and they're grabbing you, and you are in such a panic and just out of control, flinging your arms and haymakers, and you've got a couple of miners that are, you're up at the top of the stairs trying to make your way down the stairwell, and these ladies reach for you to try to grab you, and you hit the railing and just go shoo down the railing on your belly and slide off, and you've got miners that you're sitting there, and they're spitting up their drinks because they're trying to not laugh what this is a sight, and you've got stuff spilling out on the ground, and the ladies are now, you get back here, you don't get to leave, and they're kind of come after you, and you shoot out the door, penguining, with your pants and all that, and
no, you'll not catch me.
Yeah, it's the town once again as night's falling. Some of them look, and
it's a full moon tonight.
It's double full moons, and some of the couple miners actually may be coming out of the bar or have a bottle in their hand, and they do the double take, and they like looking at it, and they're pretty certain that the hooch that they got is something wrong with it, because they don't think they've ever seen this before. And you will go shooting down Main Street like the road runner with a trail of dust behind you as you penguin down the street, yelling and screaming, they touched my monkey, and
oh my god.
good father, you're going to hear this commotion coming down the street toward you.
I will head to the front of the door of the sheriff's office and look out and see what's going on.
It's the doctor. Free hanging.
Don't worry. I'm facing you.
Is facing you, and he doesn't have his pants on. He got his shirt's kind of hanging off of him. He may have his colander on his head, but it's kind of maybe bent, and it's side, or maybe its chin strap has got it. It's hanging off, behind him and hitting around. There could be fizz bangs shooting out of his bags that are going off. Not his fizz bang, okay, but little sparks and he is definitely, you could tell he has been accosted.
Do I see the father?
Oh, you know where he's at. You're feeling him. Yeah, you can see him.
I'm gonna beeline straight towards him.
My good God, man! Put some clothes on.
I've got them on mostly. I didn't have time. I don't know what they were doing. They touched the monkey. I do not think that they know what the real monkey is. She said she had the monkey, and then she touched the monkey.
Alright, for that you can go say 3 Hail Marys and run through the rosaries 4 times and you'll be okay.
If you say so, and he's going to push right past him, just swinging in the wind as he walks into the sheriff's office.
Okay. all that's taking place.
I'm glad we didn't see that.
Y'all didn't see it? No, you missed it.
Oh my god.
Yep. Y'all can finish up with Lizzie and turn around, and she's got she needs some help carrying all this stuff, this pile of, rags, and she's got some drying, other ones she's going to leave hanging, but she's got to take, and a few other things. She's got some other cleaning supplies and a broom and all that, and she's taking it back toward the saloon.
I'll help carry. I mean, no big deal.
Is there anything weird about the water?
It's just filthy, and it's been filthy a while. That's basically what you're seeing. Yeah.
Alrighty then.
All right, and yeah, y'all make it back to the saloon, and she's okay. She goes, and where? She goes, she kind of presents. She goes, I've got to work. I won't be able to look in on the mare or the horses until in the morning. I've got to, because it's nighttime. You can kind of see the few other miners and what's left. There's not many. Who will come in and take the spot, and she's got to, Taylor yells at her, about time, get over there, we got some serving to do. Ain't running a boarding house, get moving. And so she thinks she grabs her stuff, and she gets to picking up stuff and grabbing some glasses, and she's trying to do a little serving, and comes just another mundane night at the saloon. Says I'll check in at the livery tomorrow on these horses.
Okay. So, Cynthia, what do you say we head back to the jail and check on the good father and the mayor?
Sí. Vámonos, let's go.
You should. All right. Y'all can make your way there, and you I would assume hopefully maybe the good doctor has calmed down some by then, or he
Well, he's busy straightening his colander. He'll get to the pants eventually.
Oh, okay. Well, then y'all will walk in to see the doctor. Well, first the father's back up against the wall, and he's, somewhat horrified, maybe he's in deep prayer, hoping that the doctor
just
doesn't
over
come.
in the corner, just
Yeah. He's trying to reconcile what he's just witnessed with his faith. And the doctor's over there will have his pants still around his ankles. And he's fixing his colander and, his shirt in his bag or whatever, his supplies. Is totally forgetting that he's, hanging in Free Willy in the wind. Sorry, Cynthia.
Just
You will
standing
never
there?
know what happened to me. It was the craziest thing
I will
ever.
immediately stand in front of Cynthia and say, you don't want to see this.
What is the matter? It is only a colander. I've almost got it straight. I know it was very messed
Doctor,
up.
your monkey's hanging out.
My monkey. Oh, I forgot about the pants. Oh, one moment. Just 1 second here.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Darius, what's going on? ¿Qué pasó? What's going on? Let me in. Let me through.
As soon as he is completely unexposed, I will step off to the side and say, okay, Cynthia, you can come in now. It's safe.
¿Qué pasó? Oh, doctor, he's back. ¿Qué pasó? What happened? Where did you go?
the lady, she said she had the monkey, but I do not think she knows what the monkey is. I think she is a very, very confused lady. She's not the smartest woman
yeah.
Aha. The lady with the monkey.
Thanks,
Uh-huh.
Eric. Appreciate it. Amy. Amy.
I see you did not find your monkey. I told you we were not going to find
Oh.
the monkey here.
Well, I found my monkey. She found my monkey, but we did not find the monkey. A monkey. But it's nothing to worry about. The calendar. She is straight now, yes?
Sí, está bien, it's fine.
Guess I'll tuck my shirt in. Is it dinner time now?
I don't think we have any food. We still just have rations.
You have your rations, yeah. Yeah, another night on the hard living on the rations. But yeah, so it's gonna be after you get the doctor calmed down, and you've got the mayor over there moaning.
Oh yes, we found este pendejo over there. He's just got super drunk, and he doesn't like the way I talk. And he mentioned something about a tachin and the mines, and I think we need to go to the mines because he won't talk. He won't talk to me. No sé por qué. I don't know what's going on.
Well, if he will not talk, we have ways of making him talk. I mean,
That's what Thaddeus said, but he didn't make him talk either. Mm-mm. But he did mention the mines, and I think we need to go to these mines because he sounded really weird, and I don't know. I think that he just really wants us to go to the mines.
He also said that the pastor of the church was evil too. So
That's true. El padre de allá, yeah, he sure did say that.
Aye, but he's a crazy man. I mean, look at him. He's off his rocker. He done knocked himself cold on the jail door.
Yeah. But did we notice that his voice was not necessarily his own?
There was some point in time where his voice was a little bit more ominous. There was some. It was his voice, but it had different intention with it and purpose, over than just the raving. When he was back, raving, asking for whiskey. There was a point where it seemed more esoteric, in nature, metaphysics. There was just something else that was going on there. That was
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I say that we head to the mines in the morning.
Then shall we check out the church?
Is it still early enough in the day that we could do that?
Oh, it's nighttime now.
Okay.
Night has fallen upon
That's true.
Coffin Rock again.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to check on the church at night.
Actually, didn't we do that last time?
The only thing that you've gone to it twice, and you actually checked out the cemetery. We're kind of staking it out the last night, and nothing really happened.
Yeah.
The only thing that's
the door, I think.
but the not the pastor, but it was the
It was the other guy.
yeah, there's the other guy. Hold on, I know I'm trying to get to all, but the Deacon Plume. So y'all met the second time. They'd actually come. Actually, with Cheval, y'all had the group that came and said prayers and looked over the dead bodies when all the deputies and the sheriff, marshal, all killed. But y'all went to talk to the Reverend, and you only got the deacon and a few parishioners of the great covenant, the Brotherhood of the New Covenant, as they call themselves. And then I'll let them go, and then I think that's when the trouble with the doctor began. After that, y'all got split apart. Y'all gotten the mayor too. But only so it's night. It's going to be nighttime now. So the question is, what are you going to hole up again in the livery again, or the jail? What's the plan?
I say we hold up here in the jail.
Okay.
just so that the mayor is watched after.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can make who's going to take first watch?
I guess I will.
I'll take second.
I'll take the third one if there is one.
And Doctor will take the last one.
Yep. All right. So y'all will go through. Yeah. Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing-
but during the night, I would like to do some nighttime activities.
Okay. Here we go again. Oh no.
Although I'm not gonna steal anything from anybody, I'm just gonna make some special bullets.
Uh-oh. What are you going to make?
I will be able to make 5 bullets. We'll make them. Make them for Mr. Thaddeus. I mean,
That's right. He messed with my hat too. I don't know what the heck's gonna happen.
Yeah,
to
he's
that.
some, yeah, he knows he messed with your hat, but only he knows. Only he knows.
yes, I'm gonna make 5 very special bullets, and I will give them to Thaddeus in the morning if he will take them.
That's a, all right. You want to PM me or tell me what the hell you're making so I know ahead of time,
sure.
please? Eric, thanks for the resub, buddy. I know I said that earlier. I do appreciate it. Okay, so the nighttime, yeah, that passes. Really not any say that you kind of notice outside of that a storm. Definitely tell far off in the distance. You're beginning to the smell of rain. You kind of fit, kind of hints over the air, but you can see that storm clouds are brewing. I'm getting over the cold, as you can tell. I'm still stopped up pretty good.
Yes, Mr. Thaddeus, I have a present for you.
Okay.
Okay.
He's gonna run up to you and take your hand, and he's gonna put 5 bullets here. These are very special bullets. You will find them most enjoyable. You should try them immediately.
Yes, he give you 5 bullets that you can do with what you want. They fit in your main. Pew pew pew.
I'm gonna look at these bullets
They
to
glow
see
a
if there's
little.
anything special.
They glow a little.
They glow a little.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
basically instead of a lead ball, you get a nice little sparkly cap on top.
Right.
Excited.
So
Right.
make a note that you have 5 special bullets in your inventory.
5 sparkly bullets.
Very nice.
They're sparkly.
Sparkles!
Exactly.
Glorious!
Okay. And everybody in chat out there watching, how's our music level tonight? How's it sounding? Can you hear it? Overpowering. Asking. Eric will tell me real quick.
All right, I've added the 5 sparkly bullets to my inventory.
Okay. So night turns to day. Lone somewhere crows. And the bells.
And we were. Is there anything with the mayor?
He is moaning. He's awake. You can tell that he's come to some degree. But outside of kind of begs for drinks. Visions go away. Just make the chanting go away. And it just won't stop.
He won't tell me what the chanting is all about. I tried to ask him, but he said nothing. No me dijo nada. I don't know
It's
what
all I
he
want. Please. Alone.
I look at the group, and after we eat, of course, I look at the group and, guys, shall we head to the mines?
So the doctor is looking around. So where's my breakfast?
I thought we ate already.
The doctor doesn't have any food with him. Have you not noticed he's been eating off of everybody else?
That's true. I think I made him rations last time. I guess she'll share more rations today.
Oh, this is the delicious stuff again. Oh,
I don't remember how much she has left. I think she has 2 left.
Before we leave, are any of these places that we've been to or seen, are they a general store where they would have maybe some rations?
The general store is number 6, and there wasn't anything but crap there.
Okay.
Well, damn.
I guess as we're traveling to the mines, I'll look for some lizards or
Those bandits didn't have anything either.
any
Very
kind
little.
of,
Very little.
or any kind of edible creatures that we could,
Sure, you can hunt.
Oh yeah, we can scout for some. I can scout for some. She knows how to handle stuff like that. She was a farm girl.
Yeah, we'll keep a lookout for something that we could kill and preserve for food on the way to the mines.
Mm-hmm.
You could do some hunting. Anyone got is it a hunting feed or tracking maybe?
Survival, I believe.
I have
Anyone.
tracking. I also have.
Yeah, you can make me a tracking. See if you can maybe.
I have tracking.
Yeah, up in the mountains. The mountain range.
shooting.
There'll be some scarce antelope or maybe some white-tailed deer.
Okay,
Stuff
I'll do a
like
little bit of
that.
tracking.
I'll do the same.
Yeah, Thaddeus.
Or
Yeah,
a
y'all-
lot of tracking.
Oh yay!
both y'all the same. Yeah.
Yay!
So yeah, y'all could track down some fresh meat that you'd be able to hunt while you're beginning to make your way up into the mines, because it takes you. Yeah, you're going to head on up, and it's going to take you a good day moving around, and you will bang up through the area that y'all encountered. What's her name?
Shelly?
Shelly.
Yeah, Shelly.
Bailey.
Yeah, and y'all will get the feeling that y'all are being watched a few times, but
Ooh.
nobody makes its notice. And then you understand you've got a way off that y'all were near where the other bandits were at. And I'm gonna sneeze. No, just stops. I hate it when it stops because then it's gonna.
Oh
Hate it.
no! Look into the light.
Thank cows. And the trail begins to definitely become a rough outing, and you're going to have to come off the horses. But you know that you're, in the rocky terrain, and you can see some little footpaths that are dotted up and through the rocks and some of the small, outcroppings of trees and straight upshots of rock face, and getting a little arduous, but it's going to take you another good bit of a day, actually into 2 days, that y'all are moving through, heading on up, moving along.
Now, are we able to lead our horses?
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely, because the miners use it too. They'll bring down some small donkeys or work, animals like that with some of the, some of their gear like that. Some, not many though. Most of them you'll have run into a couple that are very surprised seeing y'all through there, and kind of, some, you'll even have a couple that will turn around and go a different direction, and you can hear them, puffing through the trees, but what's going on is that y'all are heading more and up, and you're still heading toward the coffin rock. You know, the rock face that looks, you know, like a coffin way. It's kind of jutting out up above the countryside there. And everyone needs to make me a vigor roll because it is very tough. No, never mind then, you bastards. Bang, 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 bang. Wow. Yep.
I think I was.
I'm totally ruined for the night. Thanks to the doctor's card. Totally ruined my play. It's thrown me off my game here. All right, so y'all, yeah, nobody suffers the level of fatigue. But what is beginning to happen is there is, as it's gotten closer in time, there is a thin layer of smoke that you will begin to notice kind of crosses over your senses. And then in the back, yeah, you will start to feel it more than hear it. You will begin to hear chanting.
Oh.
And it's subconscious first, and then it begins to make its way to the forefront of your senses, and then you will actually hearing it coming from different directions. Sometimes it will be in front of you. For one of you, it will be in front of you, and for another, it will be off to right over your shoulder, as though it's chanting right behind you, and y'all are looking around. And
Do you hear the nice music? It has a good rhythm. I like this.
Yes, but where's it coming from?
Yep. Well, and the smoke gets a little thicker for you, and you will see a crop of trees, and the path that you're following kind of run right up to the tree line, and the path and the tree, the path that you're following and that the trail stop at the tree line.
Hmm.
But you feel a great urge to go through, to make your way through the trees.
I will definitely unholster my weapons.
Are you going to use the bullets? I am so excited.
I will load 5 in my right-handed gun. All 5 in the right-handed gun.
Okay. And the chanting, the sounds that you hear are coming from the other side of the tree line. Most definitely now.
Alright.
They're physically coming.
I guess I'll pull out the revolving rifle that you got.
But you hear only one, and you only hear one voice.
I'll ready my bayonet.
I'll approach cautiously.
Well, yeah. So you, what now? What are you doing?
Tightening my chin strap.
Oh, I thought you said something about your chips. I said, what are you spending now on me? You don't have any cards anymore. Your card limit's over. Okay.
I have a revolving, what is it, rifle on now?
So you walk up to the tree line, and you basically see a cropping of trees right in front of you, like a wall of them, and the path just disappears. It stops right there at the tree line. A deep tangle of bushes and brush and trees. Not 5, inches from you, that is.
Are they close? I mean, how close together are they? Could I like squeeze through, or?
It looks like it's gonna take some. You're gonna have to push your way through
them. I will look to Alexander. So, you've got a nice little sharp sword there. You might want to, could you cut through here for me so I don't have to like holster my weapons?
I could do that for you. And I'll walk up and kind of hack through the.
As soon as you put your blade, move it through it, they just kind of dissipate back away, and that you can see the path kind of continues on, and smoke kind of billows down the path. It's kind of hanging on the branches and the trees, this cosp, and you can see that the other, there's, like it's like a tunnel of through the tree and all that, and you can see that there's a clearing on the other side, not maybe 15-20 feet through the other side, and you can see that there's a campfire, like a small little campfire, smoke's coming out of it, and what looks to be like a kiva sitting back on the other side, a large type TP type hut, and that's about all you can make out. And you hear chanting going on. But as soon as your bayonet just kind of wants to cross through it, it just kind of falls away, revealing the rest of this path.
Well, that's a little strange.
She's gonna go right ahead there.
I'm proceeding forward also.
Yep.
She doesn't know what it is, but she wants to know what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll follow them.
Yeah, you all start to step through, and you're coming out of the clearing, and it's a nice little plateau area, and you'll see the fire begin. The smoke kind of dissipates, kind of stops, and the chanting died down a little bit. You'll hear thump, and on the little crest of a hill right above the other side of the kiva that you couldn't see because of the hill, there you will see what is no doubt a native. It's just like a shaman. He's standing there, painted face, feathers coming out. He's got a wolf pelt on him, and it looks like a wolf. Actually, you got Thaddeus and T. Y'all can make me notice rolls. Okay. Why do I even ask? So it's coyote. It's a coyote pelt. It's a big one though. Normal small size. It's a good size one, and he's standing there with this. He's got a spear, and he's just kind of he just is right on the edge, overlooking the four of y'all as y'all step through, and he's just standing looking at you, and watches.
So he's not
Hello.
like threatening or anything?
No, he's just standing there. Yep.
All right, I will holster my weapons.
Same.
Okay, and he takes his spear and he just kind of he twirls it around, and he looks like he's putting it behind him, and it just kind of disappears behind him. Yeah, pulls himself up a little bit, and he's got a little gait. He's got maybe a little limp to him, but the spear disappeared, and then he turns around and it kind of reforms on him after from a spear to being like a nice little staff, and then you'll see that the pelt actually changes, and it becomes more of like a skinny coyote. His demeanor's completely changed. What it was impressive and threatening, bigger than life now. He's basically, you can see that it's slowly changed, and he's got the staff is old, crooked stick, and he kind of begins to, from a nice walk, and then he's got a limp a little bit. He's very old. And
can you do that again? That was glorious.
Makes his way down around a little path that's right there, and he comes up to each of you, and he got these, bright, clear eyes, crystal green eyes, and looking at each and every one of you, and he's got a piercing gaze that looks at each of you, and I won't do it. I won't chop Native American English or whatever. I'm not going to go there right now tonight with a stopped up nose, when they won't go howl, and then, Not gonna do it. I don't want to get you in trouble,
Let's,
but
let's not.
not gonna go there tonight. But you know, speak in fuck tongues type stuff. But he will welcome my place. You may take the toil of the roads off of you and tie your horses up there if you must. Please, we'll find no trouble with me. We'll let you, there's a little place where you can crop your horses and all that. And turns around, putting his back to you, letting him do it, and he walks into. Basically, it's got a tent structure at the front of it, but then you begin to notice that it's actually built into the backside of the cliff.
I'll tie my horse up and follow him inside.
Yep.
Is there anything else that you noticed around
The
this
campfire
place?
basically died. It has died out. It's just kind of burning embers, and you've got a few pots and pans and some earthen cookware type stuff.
He by
It's
himself?
Native American accoutrements, basically what you're seeing.
But is he by himself?
Yeah, he's by himself. You don't see any other. You don't even see a horse, livestock. You've got some rabbit pelts, a few birds, things like that.
Okay, I wasn't sure because
Bones kind of making
they're
some. You've
still
got
chanting.
no. That's it's there, but it's not there. So how do I
Okay.
explain that? Is you're hearing it, but you don't. You don't see a source for it.
Okay.
Okay. But
It's in our mind's ear.
It's coming
Yeah.
out of but it's coming out of the kiva now. Okay. He stepped into the kiva, and you've said that flowed into the kiva with him. But you see some paintings on the side of the kiva, Native American paintings, you see bison, all the type of, those types of drawings. And you see some other large faces and some menacing and some stuff that you don't recognize. And like I say, he walks in, and then you'll see Thaddeus kind of walk in behind him. And as he walk in, it's kind of the pelts that cover the entrance kind of open up and fall away. Then they close up, and you don't see any movement on the other side of the kiva after they walk through. As you're standing
Right.
on the outside looking in.
If there's nothing else out here, then she'll follow. After you're tying up her horse too. It's like, I don't think we should leave him by himself.
You walk in. What about you, Doctor? You good father?
I'll tie my horse to their horses and follow them in.
Yeah, I'll tie my horse up as well and head inside.
Okay.
My noble steed.
Yep. So and everyone y'all's walked in, you see that you walk in and you've got basically it's a little landing, and there's a few things laid on the ground. You see the staff, but what also is it stops, and then there's just a wall before you. And for a brief moment you're walking, then you notice you kind of stop because you then see a light. You look down, and there's a bigger hole in the ground, and the shaman is climbing down a rope ladder to floor, which is there is another fire pit down there, and it's not lit, but there's just a torch that is lit on the side over there. And he's climbing down to what you can see is a pit, a little chamber. There's what seems to be a couple, like a stone bench or two that kind of line the walls. And you've got then noticing the smell, which turns to smoke, which now has got a little hint of herbs in it. Then he stops, and he's taking his time, and he kind of looks up, and he gives this kind of motions with his hand. Come down.
Yep.
But
I guess I'll go down.
But he does stop, and you hear him just say, "No weapons." See that he has a knife, pretty good looking size knife. It's kind of laying on the ground next to his stick, and his leather belt that would hold it and all that are laying right on the ground, right by your feet.
Okay. I will remove my gun belts and set them.
All your weapons have to come off. Well, that's up to you.
Well, yeah. All my weapons are actually coming off and being set nicely on the ground or a bench or something, so that if they're not,
It's just the ground. But you could, pull something from out a log or something from outside if you wanted to.
Well, I
Yeah.
just want to make sure that they're not getting,
You have to set them on
messed up by
something.
the
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a revolver. It's going to take a little bit more than dirt to mess it up.
But I'll even what? I'll take my hold on. Let me see if I got it here.
The doctor will dig in his bag and pull out his hammer and set it next to his guns.
Okay, I don't have that.
When you do that, you do feel this an approval kind of hits you.
I will set my bayonet down and then start pulling my 10 knives out one at a time from various places and setting them down.
It's like,
Yeah, you're getting
I
a
will,
feeling that there's some other that there is definitely something of another presence or an effect here, Dr. Alexander, going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll set all my weapons on the ground, carefully,
mm-hmm.
and then head down the ladder.
Okay.
I'll do the same. You do last.
Yep.
Make sure there's nothing weird
Nope, he is.
behind us.
So he's watching y'all come down, and you see him just kind of. He sits with his back up kind of against the wall, looking up at you. He's on the ground, and he's sitting cross-legged, and he's beginning to chant, and he's reaching into there's off to his left is a couple of bags and some pots and all that. And he's kind of getting grips a couple of things, and he kind of, you see him crunch some up, and he, chews on a few things and spits it out and rubs it and smelling it, and then he throws it into the fire. Not lit, but where the wood is and all that. But he's, doing a couple of things, and he, rubbing it some more, and he kind of spits on it, and he throws it. And he's waiting for all four of y'all, and then he stops as each of y'all make your way down, and he kind of points on a spot that y'all will sit so that you're evenly spaced around the fire pit. He wants to make sure that you all will sit down the same way he does.
As you say, the doctor's gonna try to
So,
figure out how
so
to
we're
sit
sitting
down
Indian style, right?
comfortably.
Yes.
No, like
Yep.
this. No,
Well-
so I take the leg and I put it up here.
Yeah. So he waits for all four of you. All four of you sit down, and the spots he points to, just like
yes,
he is.
I will take
Okay.
I'll take a seat cross-legged.
All right. Yes. It is good that you are here. I have been sending out smoke signals, hoping to attract allies. Yeah. Waits a little bit more, and he grabs some stuff. Though you do not know, our goals are intertwined. We are here to seek the end of the town's torment. But for me to go any further, we must smoke in the key. Will you smoke with me? Grabs a pipe, the good old pipe, and he grabs some more stuff out of it, and he looks at each one of you, and he on his other hand, he grabs a little flint, and he kind of rakes it across a stone that's behind him, and he's got some little kindling upon him. He grabs some stuff, and he throws this little some sparks at the fire that's kind of there, and it's not a big one. We're not on a big pile, but just a small. But it's what it is because the kindling. But he's been hacking and throwing this wet stuff, and it begins to the kindling lights, but this stuff starts smoking. Okay, and it's kind of making some really heavy duty white and gray smoke. And then he grabs his pipe and he leans over and he, oh, smoking a pipe is good. We like it. Yes, yes, yes. And he fills in some tobacco. You know well, you think it's tobacco, but it's a bunch of herbs and stuff. And then he reaches over the fire and he pulls on this and pulls it out like, the dude. And he passes it over to each of one of you. And hold your smoke. You must hold your smoke. Let it envelop inside you. Feel it.
I will
Wait.
take the pipe and inhale.
Waits to see if you can hold it. Oh, that is good. Good.
Do we have to roll anything to see if we hold it, or
No. No. What? So we all watch the father, and he sees. Yes, spirit man, you are wise. You are good with your spirit. I can see you are deep, and you basically begin to feel Father Anderson. Definitely a lightheaded, but this is some good stuff, baby. And it's taken, and this peace though, just kind of washes over, and y'all all see him. He, it was a father that is definitely a man of preacher, but his arms, his shoulders relax, and his eyes kind of flutter, and then he just kind of.
I guess I'll go next.
Aye, even our good Lord delivered messages through the burning bush.
And you do the same thing. You can take a big old huff of it, and you kind of turn it over so it catches some more of the fire, into the pipe. And this thing's packed pretty good, and you feel lightheaded hits you. And yeah, I knew this was going to get the chat going with all the comments. I just knew it. And same thing for you, Thaddeus. This, it's rare that your companions see you just the toil and the alertness that you have, just kind of, and you just kind of, good, man, yeah. Pipe to whoever's next to you. Who would that be?
I'll pass it to Santia.
Antia,
Okay.
good Sicilian, baby.
She'll take it. She's curious enough to huff it.
This is beyond herbs
She will
good.
take it right on in. I'm sure it's no different than what she knows.
This is grade A quality stuff, and it is you have no idea what this recipe is.
Would she know what it is through her streetwise?
It's a mixture of some type of herbs and concoction of you might say peyote and some other herbs and all that, because you've had some run-ins with peyote before, and you can see some of the effects. But this has got something else in there that you don't know or quite understanding what is there, because there's a different peace that comes over you. You get this lightheadedness that you're quite certain is part of that effect of what's going on in there. But then this openness, just kind of your senses kind of clear out, and you see every one of your companions, and the shaman, definitely old man, but he features, don't change that much, but he one moment he kind of looks, maybe his creases in his face relax a little bit, then they form back up, but he kind of morphs a little bit. But he's definitely sitting before you. He's real, but there's just, you can see that there's something changing about him a little bit, just slightly out of your perception. But this is good stuff. And so, would
she recognize it as the same kind of weird changes as what they saw in their reflections when they were at the doctor's office?
Different.
Oh,
Those changes. When you've ran into them, those sent chills down your spine. This is not sending you any type of alert or alarm at all. None whatsoever.
Okay.
Okay, yep. This is definitely a deeper peace that you haven't had in quite a long time since you left your family and hit the road. This would be, why would I ever want to leave this Kiva type peacefulness.
Mm.
And then you'll hand it over to the good doctor. Yeah.
Very nice.
You have already seen some good times, I can tell. This will maybe bring you down some already from the ecstasy that you had earlier, didn't it, good doctor? You can see. Had relief in other places. But same thing happens to you. And for a moment, you will forget about the monkeys for just a brief moment. In all the toils of the training and the years of study that you have, faced and put yourself through, and learning and all that. And for, just for this time being, that learning is not as important as just being in the moment. Good doctor. And so all of you will take in the good smoke, and he will do a few more tosses of stuff into the fire. And this smoke begins to cover everything in y'all in the area, and it's hanging right above your heads, and breathing it in and out, along with the pipe that he refills back up. And you see him begin to take another drag on it, and he also passes it around to each and every one of you again. And then he begins to, you see his mouth begin to move, and for brief, see that it's like a Japanese kung fu movie where he's talking, but the words don't register for a couple of seconds, because you begin to hear them inside you, and your vision, you're very peaceful, but it changes a little bit before you, and it wavers and all that, and his voice begins to lower, take on a deeper meaning, and there's a slight menace to it for a brief moment. And he tells you that before I move on and the stresses that will face us, you must first pass a dangerous test, or we can continue on in this search, our quest to remove the torment that takes over the town and the mountainside here in this good land that belongs to all. Care of her. Test dangerous. You may refuse it and leave at your own will, but if you are the great warriors that I think you are, ones that I have been searching for, face this test.
Sure, that sounds lovely right about now.
Well, I want some more of that strawberry banana herb shake.
You may, I said it is arduous, but I will think no less of you, and will free you from any of influence, and you may return back to the city, the town. But stay, for our peril is deep. What say you, religious man?
Aye, I'm always good to go on a spiritual quest, making me closer to God.
Senorita, what about?
Sure. I can assist. I can help.
That is an S from all of you. Okay. Goes one moment, and he turns over and he grabs another big handful of stuff, and him just kind of rise up, and he takes it and he just throws it straight down onto the fire, and it just boom explodes.
Ooh.
There's no heat though. It just explodes in this big mauve flame. Wham! And he, ha 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 ha. You have all passed the test then. smoke just billows. And I need each of you to make both vigors and spirit rolls for me. I need vigors first.
Oh yeah, I made both of them.
Why do I even ask? You can go if you. Yeah, I don't think anybody failed the vigor.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
It's okay. It's the spirits. Okay.
So I blow the vigor roll up, but I literally blow the spirit roll.
Okay, so
I passed both.
yeah, really already got some? Okay, you passed both. Did anybody? Oh wow.
The rest of us failed the spirit.
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Me spend a Benny, so I can re-roll that spirit.
You
roll.
can spend bennies if you want to.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll spend a
that's
penny
better.
for it.
Sure, why not?
Okay. So both of y'all pass, Santia. Okay.
Yay.
All right, everybody
We all
passed
passed with a 5.
Yep. That's nuts. That's all you needed. Yeah, so those who had to use the Benny, yeah, there was a brief moment as the smoke just billows in, you were taking it in, and there was a presence that was moving towards you, and you were just overwhelmed by it, and y'all were falling into unconsciousness. You felt like you were getting ready to pass out, and it says, "No, return to me." And it was this just overpowering force that you felt just for a brief second pull you back out of unconsciousness. And this another voice, it's not the shamans, to talk to you. And we'll see. I put it in chat, which y'all can see. Oh, we need. Oh, they can't see it. Let me. There we go. And this voice begins to just talk to you, and it's an earthly voice. I must ask for your help. The land around this place is under my protection. I have been here since the earth was young. Some time ago, the thing you call a mine was begun, and deep wounds were dug into the earth. Then a man came with magic unfamiliar to me. I do not know how he found me, but he called upon the magic of the sky, my nemesis, and trapped me. I cannot touch the earth, and so I only have a fraction of my power. Man drains my power and uses it for his own dark purposes. Not what they are, but I ask you, please, find me beneath this mine of yours and free me. Do not let one of your kind twist my power so. Help me, and I will be generous in my reward. Voice, as it's saying those last words, morphs back into the shaman. Up, and you see all this presence, just your slight perception with all the haze and all that was filling him. God, definitely some type of goddess spirit form, Native American type form.
The presence?
What now? What?
God dang it.
What did he unwrap? Did he say really? You know what? He fails his spirit tests now and is catapulted in some really dark dreams. Now, yeah, and then, so you see the shaman, and then each of you looking around, and the fire slowly dies down, and your vision, and all of you feel that power all fleeing out, and you all four lose consciousness.
Oh no.
Do
You will wake
with
up.
My pants on this time?
Yeah. You will come to several hours later. Huh?
Who wakes up first?
Or you at the same time. I don't know who wakes up first.
Because if I wake up first, I'm gonna at least try and de-pants the doctor a little bit.
Y'all can roll me some spirit rolls. Oh boy,
I don't wake up very well quickly.
no, he beat the snot out of you. So, all right, well then, yeah, the doctor comes out first because, apparently he's very used to this kind of inhalation and all this kind of stuff. He's been having
look,
he's had a
my
really
pants are
good
still
time
on.
lately. Yeah, well, it's that the
Depends.
release that you've had recently. You're not pin up anymore like everybody else. So y'all will all wake up to find yourself outside now,
Oh,
on your mat, your beddings, waking up.
Where's my guns?
Everything is right beside you. Nothing has been gone through. It is all right there. And the kiva is just, it's not even there. It's what you thought was a hole in the ground was just a small little outcropping of rocks and just some woods there. Somebody used to live here. There's just a small little pile where the fire used to be, this nice fire that was billowing smoke out. There's not a hole in the ground anymore. Y'all kind of all coming to. You're very, very groggy. And you have 2 levels. Each of you have 2 levels of fatigue.
oh no.
Right? And this spiritual trip that you went on was one good ride. And that means so for the moment, you all have -1s, all spirit rolls.
You said negative. You have 2 fatigue.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Those who failed the test. Okay, never mind. Y'all didn't fail. That's right. Y'all rolled the bennies. Okay, never mind. Y'all don't have that level of fatigue. Y'all do wake up though, and there's nothing. It was just this was a small little campsite of some sort. Definitely someone of Native American, not like a minor campsite, but you could tell the wood little teepee. There's nothing left of it, the kiva, and a small little pit in the ground with some embers that haven't been lit in months, it seems. There's been no fire here whatsoever anytime recently. But all 4 of you are lined up in row, all your stuff there, looking up to somewhat of a clear sky, even though you can see and you can still smell that there is a storm approaching over the mountains from the northwest. Okay? And
So we really weren't out as long as we thought.
been out for a while. Just don't know how, but it's several hours have passed. Because y'all got there, y'all left, so...
We left early in the morning.
Yeah, and so most of the days passed. You're in the evening time, and y'all wake up to seeing the nighttime before you. And quiet, sex buzzing, the wind's blowing. You've got a little bit of a pounding headache from it all, but there's nothing here that you would recognize from what you saw when you first approached it.
All right.
Only
Since it's
footprints
night,
y'all see are
we might
yourselves.
as well stay here and rest for the night.
Yep, you can. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
can. All right, who's got
my
first?
goodness. I'll take first this time.
Okay.
And we can see those rail stuff.
I'm putting them on the tower. You can see.
I do see those rolls.
We can see them.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, I'm putting them on the. So. I don't
Yep.
understand. Yeah.
Yes.
So why can't I? This is this tower issue again, because I'm putting it anywhere else on the tower. But if I put it right on the corner section right here, I'm thinking I'm rolling that, and if I drop it just right on the tower, nothing happens. There goes one. Oh shit.
Now we don't see them. Oh, no, we saw that because it was aceable. Yep, never mind, we saw it.
Why? Let me see. Setting that's doing that then. Somebody just roll one.
I threw one in the tower. But it's
But
showing it up as you're rolling it. Like if I throw it in the tower,
Now that one, yeah, but you're seeing it, right?
yeah, it's showing up as a martial die roll.
I see that. I don't understand, but you can see the number too, though, right?
Yeah, because it was a 10, right? The
Yeah,
last one. Yeah.
but they can see my debt. They for some reason they're seeing something. That is weird. All right, well, yeah, you're right, Eric. Don't roll in the tower. Just roll it on the desktop here, so I can see this dice, and no one can see what my roll is. That is really weird. What's happening there? Let me see from my client over here. Got an error on my other client showing the stream to everybody. Okay, wonderful. Something going on with the rule set. Okay.
I see. It says show GM rolls on in your options. You gotta turn it off.
Oh, that's the tower just went off on me then.
Yeah, I think that just means that no matter what you roll, it's always going to be hidden from us.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
not an option.
Oh,
So
there's not a tower roll for Savage
not
Wolves.
for
then?
you. We still have
At
dice
least
towers.
not for you.
But yours is always going to be hidden now.
Yeah.
Well. Okay, so show GM. So all my rolls would be hidden, basically.
Yes. See. Oh no.
We saw that too.
that one.
Nope, we saw that.
Is that because you're not like rolling as an NPC or anything, are you?
No, I'm just sitting here on my table. I'm set at Marshall. I have my other. that is
It's literally
weird.
showing Marshall.
Yeah, it is. But I'm trying to roll on my other client, and it's giving me an error as soon as I grab the dice. But I shouldn't be able to. I don't have a character, so that's why I wouldn't be able to roll. That doesn't matter. I don't know. I'll play around with it later. It doesn't matter. But so y'all saw the rolls, so you're gonna get some visitors here. Dun, dun, dun. That's what
I was
trying to
taking
get to.
first watch.
It was. I think it was who had first watch. You second watch.
I took first watch.
Second watch.
I was second watch.
I would have had third as normal.
I've rolled so many damn rolls now. I don't know which one was which. So, right, it was third watch. It was gonna correctly. Okay. New apps. Roadside. Our lovely. Okay, so y'all have. Here you are. Okay, why are two of you got circles and two of you got...
It's been that way for a while.
It's been like that since we started.
Yeah.
It's been like that since
I
we
don't
started.
know why that is.
Since day one, yeah.
Yeah, it's been like that since
It's
day one.
so weird.
It's very strange. I don't know why that is.
Oh my god. As long as they work.
Well,
Okay. I don't care.
I
So-
was gonna say, two of us are actually green around our token. The other two aren't, that I can see.
I think that we are green, but because we're square, it's
Yeah,
we're
the square.
green.
It's I can see when I
The
move it.
square
I can
hides
see the
it.
whole square. Yeah, that is so weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll play around with
We're
it later.
squares.
Okay, so who had second watch? And I mean, who had third watch? Sorry.
I did.
Okay,
The good father.
Father, where are you going to position yourself, good Father?
Let's see. I'm guessing we had our horses tied up at the red circle tree.
Yeah, it's kind of what we were doing last time. Yeah. Sorry.
I'll be patrolling between the campfire and the horses.
And I changed my weapons around just slightly. I actually named right and left on the.
Okay, so yeah, you still
good.
have
Ah.
yeah, you still have 5 bullets in.
The right-hand gun. And it's the first 5.
Okay, so the good doctor, and I mean the good reverend. Would you make me a notice roll as you are doing your?
Wonk, wonk, wonk.
Yep, that's not bode well for the group. Okay, so now the other three of you position yourselves around the campfire. Where would you be sleeping?
I'm fine where I'm at.
Same.
Hey.
I mean,
Yep. So these
We'll
gentlemen.
just be right there.
Yep. All right. Well. All right. The surprise round. Oh, okay. So, alrighty. I need a, from you, Thaddeus. What is notice roll? Because you're deep sleeper, right? You are. I thought you were a deep sleeper or something like that. What was your?
Nope, I'm not a deep sleeper.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Make me a notice roll, please.
Yeah, no, I'm not a deep sleeper. Notice.
Maybe one of the other. It's one of the other game. Okay. Yeah. So. All right.
I'm a
my
deep sleeper.
God.
You're a real deep sleeper, and so he is going to get. Yeah, you're being. What you don't know, you're being dragged away. This is gonna walk. You can make. All right, Doctor Versailles, would you make me a notice roll, please? All right, you're gonna wake up. Staying is because you feel your legs being pulled up, as though maybe the pants were coming off of you again for
Not
some
the
reason.
pants.
Yes, that wakes you up, is you feel that tug, and it was enough to scare you. And standing above you is this another creature of mud and humanoid look, and got a face, and it is even maybe it's a smile to it. It looks like it couldn't be teeth that are inside this whatever this definitely some type of human creature is pulling you.
At least the last one bought me a drink first.
It is lifting your legs up to try to drag you away. Fortunately, the good reverend is not paying attention at the moment, but it did wake you up.
Yes, he's going to scream, "Not the pants!"
Okay.
And, yeah.
And so you're fighting everybody. Well, now we can roll our initiative rolls. So I need to do that. I know. I'm trying to remember this again. Here we go. Okay. Good Reverend, you turn around to see at least the good doctor being his legs up in the air, and this creature's got him by the ankles trying to drag him away.
Okay, I'm going to run over and I'll be drawing my bayonet and attacking, so that's 2.
Oh, wow.
Unhand him, you foul beast.
Hit him with the raise. Jaken, right?
Birsa.
Yep. All right. Stop him dead in his tracks. Oh, but he's not. He shrugs it off, and he's dropped the doctor's legs, but he turns to look at you, and swings this bloody stumps of arms and wallops you. So, alright, does this. Yep, he hits you, gives you, you 2 wounds, and you also, for a brief moment, when he was hitting you, your body, like fire, something was trying to set you on fire. And you were able to shrug it off. But you have 2 wounds right now.
Oh, you bloody beast.
Take them?
Yeah.
Thaddeus, need another notice roll from you. Add a +2, you're being dragged. You should. The doctor's yelling.
Add a +2. All right.
Okay. Look up to see another one of these men dragging you on the ground.
Okay. I will draw both guns and shoot this sumbitch.
Shoot this some bitch.
Yes,
And
sir.
-2. So which gun first?
You're saying for like taking the multi-action, I'm getting -2 for drawing?
Yeah, don't you? Yeah. No,
Nope,
you don't.
I get a
Yeah,
-1.
you've got. Sorry. Yeah,
Quick draw holsters.
Yeah. All right, so you
I
don't.
still
get that.
suffer a negative, but it's a -1.
Yep.
So I will put in the -1 and shoot the blood man.
Was that the shiny bullet? No, never mind.
No.
Not this one first.
Wait.
To the left.
Yeah, that was left.
Okay.
And shoot the blood man with the right. I still gotta add the -1, don't I? Why doesn't it do that?
Is that with the special bullets?
That's his holsters.
This is with
that
the
he
special
has.
bullets, yeah.
Oh, this is
Right.
the special. This is the special bullet. So it's a normal bullet until it has he has a hit with it, and then something. You're going to tell him what happens then.
Yes.
Yeah. That's going to be a
I
Now-
think
hit.
that's a hit.
You
Yeah.
don't deal damage like normal. In fact,
Yep.
the Bloodman has to roll an agility save and then take 2d10 damage instead.
Okay. Okay. So I need to roll what now?
Agility versus that 10.
Against that 10. Ability. Oh. Woo-wee. It's okay.
Oh, wait. No, wait. Hold on. I missed something.
Okay.
That trait roll was a natural 1? Yeah, that doesn't happen. Something else happens.
No.
Oh no, it was a natural 1, wasn't it? Oh no.
Give me a second.
That
Should I spend a Benny to re-roll that?
Well, that's up to you. You don't know what's gonna happen. But,
That's you can't don't say anything first. That's up to you, Thaddeus.
I'm gonna re-roll that because it was a trait roll and natural 1. Why not?
Okay.
Oh man.
There.
Now.
Oh, but it's safe, so it doesn't take any damage. But a whole bunch of lightning's gonna come out, and that.
Where?
Do you not see the cone?
Oh no, I
Big
saw
ass
another
cone.
circle.
No,
Okay.
I moved the circle because that was the trait 1 roll.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. A Benny for Thaddeus gets a Benny back. You knew it. Yeah.
Aw.
Benny.
Thank you.
All right, so I gotta give Thaddeus a Benny. Hold on a second. So I go over to there. Thaddeus. Board of random chip. There you go. Another blue one. Son of a bitch. Whatever.
Very
Okay.
nice.
So what happens to me now?
Nothing. He rolled higher than his attack
No,
roll.
here's a
he
question.
saves.
Does the shaken status actually do anything to their saves?
I
Because he was shaken on my first shot.
Okay, let's find out. So if I do shaken, then yeah, I'd have to roll that agility.
I don't really can't take any actions, but I don't know if they don't make the saves.
Well, it took the natural one roll. I don't know. I honestly,
Let me find
That's something to ask
yeah, I'll have to ask Corey.
Corey about.
Well,
Yeah.
so we
All
got
right,
this
so
marked.
We'll just roll as normal.
But now, he made this.
he
So
saved.
lightning exploded all over the place when the bullet hit him. Is what you're saying? But nothing. He survived. In this instance, you're saying he was able to save against the damage, right?
That's what he was saying. Yeah.
Okay. But you definitely noticed that's what the bullet does. It's definitely sparkly. We thought it was going to be glitter, but it was not. It was real sparkly.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
So, nope. That should be it.
You're laying on the ground with your pistols pointed up at the man. Santia, you may make hear this all going
Have you
on.
noticed
So
roll?
yeah, you're gonna make a notice roll +2. It's wake you up out of your deep
Well-
slumber.
2 gunshots, you know.
Yeah, she's gonna make. That's why I gave her the +2. So she's gonna wake up. Well, she could be very. She don't know. This stuff was good.
I don't know. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, you thought it was a dream, but woke up and to hear Doctor, not the pants, not the monkey.
Oh,
Leave
right
my
next to
monkey
him, too.
alone.
Alright, so waking up, seeing all this mess happen. Daddy is facing off with one by himself. And then there's one right near us.
Yeah, you see one standing over
The
the doctor.
I guess she'll bring out her revolving rifle and shoot at it. It says, what does AP? Oh, never mind. It's 2d8 instead of just 1. Really? Oh, for damage.
Damage, yeah.
I see. So she's gonna bring out that thing and shoot at the 119. Or not. I guess. God, I keep forgetting that you can do multiple. Oh well. She'll move over this way. And I guess that's it.
Dr. Versailles.
He's going to stand there holding his belt buckle desperately in a tight grip and reach up, start filling with knobs. No! These are my pants! Why does everybody want my pants? And he's going to blast this thing a lot. That's with the raise.
Drag that onto him.
Yes, I don't know why. Oh, it's because it's a spell. The spells don't target properly. Oh.
What the
Found
hell?
that one, Duff.
Hell?
Are you
Alright,
gonna soak it?
it's a wild, but he gets a wild die, but that isn't going to do him any good. What's going on here? Hold on, I want to know how to save that. Second shaken result does not cause a wound. Get a wild die. That was, what kind of damage was that? Electricity?
Lightning? Yeah. See, I'm not sure that they technically have elemental damages other than fire. Fire
Yeah,
has its
that's
own.
what I was saying. That's why I was asking it. They're immune to fire because they're mud. But I can't. So 2 of those now. He'll die. All right, which one was that one? That is this guy.
The pants thief.
The pants.
Well, I've got 2 more bolts coming out of my.
Why didn't he go away though? Like that he got 3.
Did you apply it and it goes on
Yeah.
your turn? Doesn't he blow up?
Oh, will it be on his turn then? Because it didn't put any mark on him. He's gonna be dead anyway. That's fine. What the hell are you doing to me?
Melting the other guy.
Do you want to soak that one too?
You bastards. That one took. Interesting. Now,
Well, I've got a 3rd bolt still. I guess I'll zap the one that hasn't technically died.
there.
I think it might technically die now.
Yeah. Weird.
Oh, that one blew up that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if they've got 3 wounds apiece, but it only shows here that they're
It
henchmen.
does show that they are incapacitated.
Yeah, they do now. But it was interesting. I only thought they only had 1 wound. Okay, so they both, yeah, boom. And have successfully killed my henchman again.
Oh, wild cards. All wild cards have 3 wounds.
Bloodmans get a wild eye as though, as though they were wild cards. But I thought it said that they only have 1 wound though.
Well, either way, didn't I blow him up for?
Yeah.
a ton?
Henchman gets a wild eye, only 1 wound though. So, but it's showing them as
okay.
like a henchman though for some reason, as though they are like a wild card though. But yeah. Anyway, they blow it up. And Dr. Alexander, good Father Alexander, your wounds you've had some rest going on and all that, so you could take your wounds away. I know it would be a few days.
Okay.
Ugh. All right. All right. Well, then. Let's see. All right. So y'all can make it through the rest of the night now.
The doctor is going to pull out some wiring out of his backpack and start tying his pants on again. Why does everybody want my pants today? I do not know.
And Thaddeus is going to unload the other 4 sparkly bullets and then load his gun with normal bullets because them sparkly bullets are a little powerful.
But you do not like? I thought they would be pretty. It is like fireworks.
I like them, but electricity through metal just not a good thing.
Oh, it's fine. Benjamin Franklin was perfectly okay. He held the key, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Thaddeus, I'm still unloading the 4 sparkly bullets and reloading the 4 normal bullets.
Okay. Now what? Night turns to day again. Find yourself still at this very mysterious place. But you know, as you've looked around, that the Coffin Rock is not but just a few hours straight, up from where you're at. You were almost at it's in the area where the rock is at, and you know that there is a mine close by.
Continue on to the mine.
Yep.
Yepers.
We agreed to do a job, and we're going to continue on with it, I'm assuming.
All right. And
Not to mention that hallucination we had. We definitely need to get to the mine for that.
Oh, yeah.
right. Ready.
So
Yes.
random question for you guys. How tall is everybody? Thaddeus and them.
I really
is
didn't even think about that because it didn't ask for height.
I guess I'll be short, 5'8".
Thaddeus will be 6'3", I guess. I mean,
Cool.
Yeah. 6 foot.
Cool. That is all.
Are you talking, Duff?
I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking. Y'all can't hear me? Yeah, y'all can hear
Oh,
me.
there you go.
I didn't hear you
We
at
do
first.
now.
Oh,
I just looked up and I was like, I see your lips moving.
did I?
Yeah, you've been fading in and out a little bit here and there.
Have I? Well, maybe I should keep
Yeah.
the mic closer to my mouth. Maybe. Okay. I am fixing the map here. Getting ready to share with y'all. All right, let's do this. Y'all are coming up. Here it comes, and
Hmm.
you'll find yourselves.
I like these maps.
Good finds. Why am I here beeping? Someone sending me stuff? Oh, is that me?
It's VC.
Oh. Bloop, bloop. Okay. So you see coming up the hillside, and you will begin to see this rock face, and you see a path that's flowing along the tree lines here, and you smell not. It's definitely something's roasting. It's it's like you could. It's a burnt meat. Kind of the smell that is off on the wind here, blowing through.
Is it lunchtime?
Yeah, no, this one doesn't make you hungry though. And you see the coffin rock is just kind of up above you. It's a huge outcropping of rocks that's not climbable at all, but this straight shaft of rock is jutting out of the side. And to the northeast of your map, where you're looking at, there is the sunlight. You can't tell if it's the sun, since the sun is crested and it's playing off the clouds and it's an early morning, if it's truly the red of the refraction of light, or if it's red that's coming from in the rocks itself. A red glow is kind of emanating just out of the rocks slightly from where you are at, but you can see that it becomes brighter, becomes more pronounced as you move along the rock face going north along that ridge line. So there's a red tint to it somehow, maybe. You're not really certain. Not used to it. But you can definitely tell that there's been people walking through here. You see footpaths, broken branches, trampled grass areas. This was definitely a heavy area for traffic. Ground is broken apart.
If anything, can I tell if anything stands out from these tracks?
It's just wear and tear for years. It's that kind of stuff.
I think we're close to the mine. Possibly, with the judging from these tracks.
Well, then let us continue. What are we waiting around? Let's go.
And I will continue more or less in the tree line.
Hey.
Being stealthy.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be
Yep.
incredibly
You can see
stealthy.
more turned up ground, and what looks to be as though something, it's turning. The pathways are going up and then beginning to head back west. There seems to be an opening. You're beginning to make out, and you will see exactly that. What you're beginning to. Really, map? Don't mess with me. You will see what looks to be a large, what would be best described as a tomahawk wound in the face of the earth here in this mountainside area, and a eerie but very faint red glow is emanating out from within inside the depths. Y'all may make me notice rolls if you would like.
Will do.
I don't know this shit.
Not Santia either, because you had a natural 1.
Does that count for that?
No, that doesn't have any effect. It's the
Oh,
only
it
reason they
doesn't?
flag it is for special stuff like my thing earlier.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's
never
it,
mind.
pressing
Fine, then
earlier.
just bitch slap me down. Most of y'all just,
Of death.
yeah. Most of you just hear whispers. It's just and it's some talking.
So
But
what did she hear?
Santia, you hear these voices. Can't make out what they're saying, but they're definitely coming from the mine, but there is a sense of help coming from them.
A sense of what?
Help.
Oh. Like.
Someone's calling for help. You feel that urgency that you would.
Oh, snap. Oh, someone's calling for help. She's gonna go. She's gonna go for it. She's like, "Oye, caballeros, there's something going on in there. Someone sounds like they need assistance. We need to go." And she's gonna go right on it.
An assistant? I haven't had an assistant since my last one.
Uh-huh. Well then, let's go see if these people need assistance. Is it one voice or multiple?
You will determine that there are multiple.
Okay. There's more than one person in there, and they sound like they need help. Let's go.
It's very dark. Y'all get some light from the cave and all that, but venturing any farther in, none of you possess the dark vision skill. So you must figure out.
I do possess
Alejandro?
the lantern.
Oh, you're the one that has a lantern. I thought that it was the father.
I have a lantern. Yes, I do.
Perfect. So Thaddeus
Lights
has a
it up.
lantern.
Yep, I know. I'm being bitch slapped around. Okay.
You can always count on me.
Yep. Y'all begin to walk in, and you see definitely a entrance of a mine, and you see it continues on deep into the mountain. And in Santia, there are more voices coming from deeper inside the mine.
She's going right for it.
I think I'm gonna hand the lantern to Alexander, because I need both guns, and holding a lantern in one hand and a gun in the other is not gonna do good for me. So I'm gonna hand the lantern over to Alexander.
Okay.
Because, he just needs the sword.
Well, I can take it. She uses just one gun.
Okay. Whoever only uses one weapon,
I'll
I'll
take
take the
it.
lantern.
Okay.
My lantern.
He's the light of our
Fine,
group.
you can take the lantern.
All right. So, good father, you
keep up
moving?
with her.
Yeah, you're moving in first. Right. And what do you do? Just shining it everywhere. Make me a notice roll, good sir.
Okay.
Do all of us have to, or?
He's got the lantern. So, yeah, as you're moving it across the walls and you're, taking a survey of the area, you briefly catch its movement, but it's just outside of your vision. As soon as you turn the light and look, it's gone. But there's these flits of movement just out of the shadows, catching your attention. And you begin to hear the voices now. It's just very soft, and there's multiple.
Why did it do that? Oh, I actually threw it in the damn party sheet. Nice.
Oh,
That's awesome.
And there's more movement, and you'll see that the shaft turns again, just around the corner, moving deeper into the mountainside.
do any of us see that either, or no?
He's catching it with it since he's using the lantern to watch. Y'all, not paying attention. Y'all, he's seeing it because he's leading the way. He's catching this movement. But
She's trying to keep up with him because she
both
wants
of
to
y'all
go
are
up
hearing.
ahead.
You're all hearing the voices now as you got closer. Then what you will see in the end here is the path stops, and there is a mine shaft, lift shaft
Ooh.
here.
Oh.
And the red glow is coming from down below somewhere.
Ooh.
And for a brief moment, as he turns the light away, y'all will all see the spirit form and then help us and then disappear into the rock face,
Oh.
reaching out to you and then just fade as soon as it appears.
That seems like what that shaman was trying to tell us to find.
And the two of you, or since y'all are leading the way, you can make me a couple more notice rolls, please, as you're looking.
Okie
Okay.
Okay. Also, where that ghost came in and out of the wall and all that, you will then notice that there is something seeping out of the rock.
Oh.
Something dark where it was seeps out of the rock and begins to trickle down the side of the rock face.
From where the circle is?
On the other side of it, yeah, where this entity came out of the wall. All right,
I
so
will go get a closer look.
Closer look at it. You basically, it looks like blood is seeping out of the wall.
I'm following right behind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does it
Now
spell
my-
out red rum?
Yeah, no red rum. No, and the
Did I
whispers
see
that
the ghostly
y'all can see it
figure?
now. Oh yeah, y'all can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, coming out of the wall.
I will turn to Father Alexander. Ghost rock. Hey, Doctor, I think we found your ghost rocks.
Oh no.
The ghost rock?
Oh yeah, you didn't just see the ghost
Finally.
in the rock?
I do not believe that was a ghost. It was figment of imagination. I do not believe ghosts exist.
Hmm. But how is there no ghosts? But there is ghost rock.
It is just how they say turn a phrase. It is fancy rock. It scares people. It will be glorious.
It scares people. I am not scared of no rock.
This is good. There is no rock in your hat.
Oh, no. Last I checked, there was no rock in my hat. But she's going to turn to the doctor and she's going to see, Dr. Ivan, do you think that perhaps you could sum up some more, como se dice, the light source?
Actually, you know what? Duff, can I use my scavenger to find the light source?
Because yeah, my lantern only is a 4-foot radius.
Scavenger to do what now? What are you trying to
To
hit me
acquire a
with?
light source? It's the edge.
On his person once per session. Wow, you are just full of treats tonight, Versailles. He
I told
suddenly
you.
remembers, oh yes, I have a flashlight.
Hey,
a stick that
I
becomes
figured
light.
I would ask.
And
like,
a much needed piece of equipment on his person. Son of a bitch. Yes,
he is
yes,
the
apparently
Western MacGyver.
he is Mr. MacGyver. He's
Oh, I'm actually taking the MacGyver feat. It's in here.
yeah.
I'm taking it on Wednesday as well. Ava is the little nerdy MacGyver. It's a pretty fun one to mess
He was
with.
calling it a monkey earlier, but now he's calling it the flashlight. And so must be capable of being stored in the hero's pocket or
That's
bag.
spelled with an A, right?
Yeah, and the game master has the final. Yeah, apparently you'll have some type of little light mechanism. Unbelievable. Yep.
Oh my god. Hey,
But what is
we
it?
got
So what?
more light.
Yeah, so it's just another. It would not be much more than what a lantern would show, though. So I'm not gonna It's not gonna fire up
Yeah,
the whole
it's not
area.
gonna be like.
It's
you
better
know.
than just having one, though. At least we can now pair up into partners.
Okay. So what are we doing? Yeah, you see a shaft going deep down, and
Is there an elevator to this shaft?
it's a lift shaft. Yeah, what you're seeing,
Hop on in.
coming from you see
Let's
the veins.
go.
There's blood seeping out, and there's more voices coming deep down below, and they're more desperate.
Mm.
Do not worry, we are coming.
Down we go.
Vamonos, let's go.
Okay. Y'all begin to turn the crank. You know, that it looks like you can tell you will let you, begin to, it's definitely taking a jigging to it. I need a strength check from whoever's going to use the crank.
Can we double team it?
Sure.
I'll
Yep.
use it. Why not?
Yep.
I can help. I don't know how to do assists here.
I can't
though.
turn it.
Yeah,
Is
Oh.
the crank in the elevator or outside? Like
it's right on
one
the
person at
it's
lower-
on it's on good question.
Is it one of those where it's like a wooden structure and it's all inside?
Or do we have to
Yeah,
let
it's-
each other down?
No, it's actually it would have to be on the outside. So someone's so let me see how many people can get on the lift. Mine's big enough for 10. Oh no, there's plenty of y'all could get in. So cranks in the center of the elevator, raise or lower it. There you go.
Oh.
Okay, so we all climb on.
Warm, moist air seems to exhale from the shaft, almost as if the mine is breathing.
Does it need a mint?
I'll look at that. I can't get this thing to budge. Maybe you can try.
Okay. Is everyone on?
Let's give it a
Or I just,
try.
Okay.
drop the elevator.
Oh no. Snap. And able to, budge, is, kind of wedge there. And you turn it, and all of a sudden you'll hear a pring, and you will see a wire snap that was hidden behind the other side of the pole that you weren't paying attention to. And I need agility rolls at -2 from all four of you as a pile of rocks come tumbling down on top of you.
Oh Lord! Oh Lord! I need to re-roll that really fast.
You know what? I will use a red chip to re-roll that.
Oh, that's a
red
critical one.
I need
So-
to re-roll that.
A red chip?
Yep. So I'll cancel out my. Well, it doesn't matter.
I
Let's
get
see
a
if I do
chip
any
then.
Oh, thank God! Thank God!
Actually, the red chip lets you. Did you re-roll or were you adding a d6 to your roll? 'Cause that's
The
one
red
of the
chip's
options.
+2.
I thought you could add a d6 to your roll. Or is
That
it
was
the
just
blue?
a +2.
That's the blue in it.
No. Well, blue's the same as red, except you don't get a chip.
Yeah,
that's
blue
right.
is the same as red, except for the
Oh,
I that's right.
see.
chip.
Check that, make
Actually,
sure.
I'm gonna use a white chip to roll that again.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a D6 to your current roll. Okay.
Yeah, red chip allows you to add a d6 to
Okay,
your current roll.
so this will be. I guess it would have been that's 8 minus 2 because I did that wrong because it's a negative or 6. I guess that passed.
Okay. So everybody re-rolled, and Thaddeus, you re-rolled too.
Yeah, and it still fails.
Okay, so Thaddeus fails. Everybody else re-rolled. Well, you can choose another Benny, can't you? You can. You want?
You can keep rolling. I
Yeah,
think.
you can use Bennies all you want, but are you blockheaded enough
I guess
not to?
I'll use a blue one, which adds a d6.
To that
Yes.
roll. Uh-huh. All right, so
There,
5.
right.
So everybody passes then after all the rolls. Okay. So no one gets hit with rocks.
Thank God I didn't die. That was a horrible crit.
I've probably got the highest agility of the group, and I can't roll for agility in my life
Yep.
to save my life.
Yeah, y'all look up and you will see what you didn't look for above the shaft up there was just out of sight were some platforms of some, they were wooden shape, but there were rocks, and the wires were connected to the bottom of these platforms. You can see the wires dangling, and they pulled a board away that then had these rocks cascade down onto your heads. And y'all then can, as the rocks tumble and fall and can, then fall on down into the shaft, you hear them, bounce around a few times and land. Y'all continue cranking it down, and you will come.
Say, the doctor will lean over. Look out below!
Oh no.
So you're moving them down, and as you get closer, you can see the bottom of the shaft. There yet. Coming in right here. Oh, they don't draw squares here. Weird. No. So, but you're coming in here, and there's rocks everywhere. And you can see that there is, the glow, this red glow is deeper coming from in where you're headed down toward. But the ghost will see begin to come out of the walls, and you see some actually, as you're looking down also, you see several of them form and actually step out of walls and rise up out of the ground and are looking up, watching y'all as you crank your way down. Sitting there looking up at you. And the whispers and cries for help are coming out of them, and even some of them look like their mouths are moving. Help.
Wait, where are we?
Y'all are 20, 30 feet still before you get to the bottom. But the ghosts are also, they're coming out right in your face in the platform. Don't touch you. Don't come onto the platform. We're coming out of the shaft. And every time they come out, you see blood ooze out of the shaft and drip down.
As they say help, I'll be like, "We're trying. Leave us alone."
How may we help you? Is there something you need?
And they retreat. These ones that are in the platform just form and then suck right back into it. Violently get sucked back into the wall. But there's several of them, half a dozen or so, standing at the bottom, not under the platform, but just there outside, looking up, watching y'all as y'all come closer down.
They actually are ghosts, or do they just appear that way to us?
You watched them come out of the wall.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm still drawing my guns.
Los espíritus.
All right, Santia, and you need to post your picture also. Put your picture.
Did.
I see. Oh no, I see the three of y'all. I don't see yours colored in by yourself.
Oh.
Put that in chat because those are going on Twitter. As long as you don't mind.
I have it here.
Yeah, because I'm
I
gonna
didn't
post.
know you were posting them on Twitter.
Hell yeah, I'm posting on Twitter, girlfriend. Those are awesome.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Thaddeus went up earlier. Thank you. Okay, because I'm posting and then I'll post the big one too. I did your class photo too for the group. Your class dismissed. It's on Twitter. As long as you don't mind. If you don't want me posting them, I won't.
That's adorable.
No.
No,
Okay.
I wasn't aware.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. And like what Knight does, his postings.
I have
post
such
that,
fun.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, I love when he does
I
the art. It's
approve.
so much fun.
So, okay.
You like Thaddeus? That's good. I hope
There you go.
everybody
So
likes all the fun art.
Y'all cranking them down, and you're getting closer and closer. And then within about 5 feet, under 5 feet, the crank will stop, and you can kind of feel that the bottom of the platform has hit ground. And Ghost voices are coming out of them, but then one of them just kind of another. You can see him; he shivers and all that, and it solidifies just a tad, and he just steps. Y'all are standing on the platform, and he just kind of makes this. He just kind of walks. Just simple steps towards you, and he looks up. And he's looking at the four of you all standing there. Begins to mouth. When first it says, help. Then all of a sudden, his voice becomes more pronounced, and
like it's a little more tangible.
Yeah, it's more tangible. My name was William Wood. I was a foreman here when the mines were.
Nice to meet you, William. How are you doing?
Would
you like to shake hands?
But the moment I have a sad tale of our demise. If you will hear my plight, I have a boon to ask of you.
See? What happened?
We worked here, toiled, and then we became trapped in this rocky purgatory, unable to move or pass through the rock to the outside world. We've been effectively barred from returning to the blood pit, which is further deep into this cavern where we were formed. Want to be freed and return, to our bodies so we may depart, the proper way to heaven where we belong, at least most of us. And he goes and he explains that, yes, they've all been kept here against their will, and we can't get any closer into the room to get to our bodies, which are in the blood pit. However, we believe that if we can get to the blood man and get to the pit, we can reclaim our bodies. But to be able to do that, we need you to act as vessels for us, that we may possess you and free us of the shielding to get into the room and take out the blood man, for those are our bodies. The
doctor's gonna grab his pants. No! Not in my pants again.
Like Zoinks, guys, we need to.
We can, with allowing us to do that, we can help to spiritually assault the blood man while you work to free and dissipate the energy that envelops the pit. But you must willingly agree to allow us to enter your bodies.
As long as it is above the waist, I do not mind.
You can follow behind us, can't you?
No, they can't. They can't move any farther. They've told you that they are not allowed to enter this room. That is just around the corner.
So only physical. Uh-huh.
You'll see more. You see that there is more going on.
Can,
I'll tell you what. Once we get rid of the blood men and this energy, you guys can join us. But I'm not letting anybody take control of my body.
I will not let anybody do that to me again.
Are any of them named Jesus?
I don't know. I think that's a stretch.
The doctor will let them in as long as they stay out of his pants.
You let
Will
one
more
in?
than one fit in one body?
As long as they stay out of his pants.
No, they
How
could.
many?
No, several can. Several of them. They tell you that more than one may enter the body. There are many blood men in
boy.
there,
We are
Oh.
legion. We are many.
and
The more the merrier. We can have a conversation. I can tell you all about the time I was in medical school, and I got kicked out of medical school. But then I went to engineering school. They are much more lenient there. The corpses, I mean, the explosion, the teachers are very nice there.
So the doctor's gonna be filled with a bunch of spirits.
Yeah, Thaddeus definitely declines. He's not having anything in his body other than himself.
Can they all fit in the doctor?
That's
no,
what I
they may
was
not.
saying.
He just the
Can
they-
we not get a surrogate? Like, can we maybe get an
Can we
animal?
go find a corpse for them
Like,
to possess? And
No.
Does it have to be a human body? Can
yeah,
it not
oh yeah,
be
no, they're because
animalistic?
their bodies are in this room that y'all haven't seen yet, and they're the blood. They're basically the blood men are their corpses,
No, I
and
know,
they
but
can't be freed without taking them on. But they believe that they can assist in the fight if
she's wondering if they were to go back outside and capture some like animals, like maybe a coyote or a bird, if they could like go inside of those physical forms
it has to
instead
be
of
a
a human
human.
body.
It has to be human.
Dang, could have had a coyote friend.
A spirit animal.
Yeah.
And then we would have definitely been 4 guys with
But
legs and a
you
dog.
will watch. So that Dr.
Solving
Versailles,
mysteries.
Dr. Versailles said that you could, right?
He's willing
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you will see is you'll see William Wood says, then he says, "So be it," and he motions for you, Dr. Versailles, to step down off the platform before him on the ground.
I'm gonna hold my pants very protectively, lean in a little bit. Oh, yes, come and join us. We are there's many voices. I mean, come on, there's plenty of room.
So you basically, he waits for you to step off the platform, and y'all are watching this, and he steps and he begins to slowly envelop and then merge into your body. What y'all witness is this, he envelop, and several things happen all at the same moment. For you, Dr. Versailles, basically you felt like you just got dumped in a big vat of cold water. And this chill just washes over you. And then these memories begin to envelop you. You're sitting there, these flooding memories of their lives and what happened to them as they were, being turned. And what you're happening is he will tell you that in one of his visions and all, he will actually see the Reverend sitting over one of the other miners' body as they over some altar, and he's doing some type of what's the word I'm looking for? Type of ritual. Thank you. Big words. Yeah, big words for me. He's saying something, and the chanting are going on as he's waving his hands and looking up at the sky and all that. And as you're watching this, what turns from cold water then also becomes warm, and this scalding hot feel as you're forced. You see the body, and you feel, as William, as you're forced into this red bubbling pool of mud, and you scream out, and y'all see him go, ah, monkeys, and he just. He's screaming, and then y'all hear him. He's gagging, And what you're feeling, Dr. Versailles, is that this blood is entering, no, the mud is entering your mouth as you've been pushed under, and it's filling you up. And
does it taste like the last time he tasted the mud, man?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and it's the same thing. This searing pain, and then all of a sudden, you see, searing pain washes over you as this boiling mud, is encasing you, and then your haze opens up, and what you're not seeing true sight anymore, but you're seeing all the other ghosts standing there, and feel the others that are entering your body, and you get racked a couple more times with the same emotions and the same feelings of, one of them was actually the guy that was on the altar as you're being killed, and the reverend is then, his hand is what then pushes you into the mud, and you feel it just burning you, and this essence overtakes you of pure evil, and you scream out again, and then all of a sudden, your vision clears up for a moment, the pain subsides and all that, and then the voice of William inside you says, "Let's get the rest of them, please. Ask them to help, and let's get this over with." And
Doctor will catch his breath and he'll look at. Really, you should try this. It's glorious. I have never known how it would feel like to be boiled alive, and now I'm still alive. Well, I know. It is knowledge.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, but you also hear, Dr. Versailles says that, but then there's a turn. His voice does the same thing, and now but it's William saying, "We need more of you, please." The more of us, the easier this task will be. We'll be more successful. If not, there may be more bloodmen than we can handle.
I will let some into my body.
She would need some persuading.
It's up
sure.
to three more. You'll see the good father step off the platform, and three more will merge into his body, and the same thing happens, and you see the same things, Father Anderson. But one of the definitely a little bit different is these guys. One was definitely pushed under and killed by the Reverend that you've met and talked to. You recognize the face, and then a couple of the other ones were killed actually by blood men that grabbed. They're miners. They're not part of the towns. They were just miners, and they were kidnapped in their sleep, and they were dragged here and pushed straight into what looks to be a bubbling pool of red mud. It's almost like it looks, bubbles like lava and all, but it's mud, and it's that hot, and their pains rush out, and they scream. You hear your voice scream out, or theirs are screaming out at the same time, and y'all, you could see that we have a tunnel that you've got to walk through for a while, but there's an evil altar pit somewhere up ahead. You can feel it. Both of you guys can feel it. That the evil's definitely close by.
When he's done screaming, I'll go up to. So tell me about your experience. How was it? Did I boil you? I mean, was there any discomfort? Anything you would tell me that I might have missed?
I'll say that the Reverend over there has a weird way of baptizing people. I do it with water. He does it in boiling mud.
Ooh.
I'll look at Alexander and say, "I told you that pastor something was up with him."
No, I'm sure he has his reasons.
No. No, maybe.
Have you read the Old Testament? I mean, there's some pretty messed up stuff in there, but it's all in the Word of God. I'm sure he has his reasons. By the way, I have the stubborn hindrance, so good luck.
A stubborn preacher, man.
All right.
Who would have seen it coming?
Who would have seen that one?
So the rest of the other two of you are going to pass
more?
on the two. Well, there's more miners, but they, if you won't, if you're not going to.
If they were to convince her to, then she would do it. But otherwise, she's gonna say no.
Okay.
Because I'm willing to roll it out.
No, they're not forcing you. Nope, they won't. They do not do anything of the sort. They just
They
stand
don't try
there.
to persuade.
Nope, don't even do that.
All right. Then she's fine. She won't take it on the first.
Thaddeus is definitely going. Nope, never, not happening at all.
All right. But think of all the townspeople's souls we could save.
Well,
They're just
some are
down here
townsfolk.
suffering.
Yeah, there's some townfolk, but there's a lot of
That's what we're
miners
here
here
for.
too. Yeah.
But I mean,
That is what we're here for.
we're here to save the town and the.
And they're here to help
people.
us?
With these people?
But
These spirits?
I'd like to have control of my body myself.
Oh, they're not controlling my body. See? I start wiggling my fingers. I have full control.
The doctor's over in the corner having conversation with himself. So tell me about the mining techniques. Oh, and you hit the rock how? Oh, that's very interesting. Oh, I never thought of that. Why, that's glorious. I will try that next time.
They actually just talk to you like that inside
Yeah,
of
well,
your
no,
head.
the couple of miners' voices will come out. Who the hell did we get into? Oh my, what the hell? What is a monkey? He keeps playing with himself. Call it a monkey. So
I'm gonna roll a notice to see if it actually did change the Alexander any.
go ahead.
Now there's like 7 voices in my head.
That
got-
doesn't
yeah.
sound doesn't look like it changed him any. So yeah, I guess I'll let him in. Why not?
Oh
you're the
boy,
same.
he's gonna let him in. So Thaddeus is gonna just hold. He's gonna grab a hold of the platform, and you can see his knuckles go white as he's just fighting every inch of his common sense to let him in. And 3 more will step up, and one by one they walk into you, and the same thing happens. First it's like just a pool of cold water hits you, and then it changes to, it becomes lukewarm, and then this rushing heat and agony, and you see red, and you want to scream, and when you do, the mud fills your mouth and your nostrils, and it just begins to seep into your ears, every orifice. Basically, it just rushes into you, sucked into you like a vortex, and you scream out agony, and Santi, you see the same thing, and you hear Thaddeus' voices scream, but then there's other.
I hear him screaming. She didn't
Oh,
take
they all-
anything in.
All 3 of them have screamed, and they goes from their voice to the voices of the ghosts that overtake them. They're screaming, remembering how they were killed, and
Oof.
you see the same images, Thaddeus, as though there is an evil presence that is here that's forcing this, and the bodies, as the men die, their spirits are pulled out of their bodies, but then the blood, the mud, I keep saying blood, the mud begins to form around them, and it basically, animates their bodies. It's a zombie, but it's a mud zombie type deal. But their spirits are stuck here.
All that screaming.
Thaddeus
Shit,
makes
don't do-
note to make sure he goes and shoots the reverend at the church in the face.
All right, and
She's
No.
not taking any spirits into her body.
nope,
She's-
the other ones look very forlorn, and they they
She's like, I
nod,
can
they
help
understand.
you, but I am not going. I am sorry. That is too much. I'm going to continue. The boys wanted people inside of them. I don't want anybody inside of me.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. There's still plenty of room. There's only 7 of us in here now.
She's going to continue. She's like, I am here to help you, but I am not going to become possessed. So she's going to walk on forward.
y'all begin to walk on, and there's still a ways, even though this
Wait, Duff, I wasn't
Oh.
joking. Like, don't turn the other. No,
Oh,
don't
I'm
turn
sorry.
the
What
room.
now? What are you
You
Turn
doing?
to the
Take
other
more.
remaining guys. No, it's not fine. Come in. There's plenty of room. There's only 7 of us in here.
Can you take more?
No, they only a few of them can fit into you. Your mental stability and the possession and all that.
Oh,
What
no.
If
mental
you want to
stability
try
is
it,
the
you can.
doctor?
Yeah. There.
6, 8. There's only 7. That's plenty of room.
Make me a spirit roll.
Let's see, where is it?
Oh,
Nope.
Yeah,
It's
you're not certain whether or not that'd be a good idea. You're feeling your soul, your spiritual energies, which you don't believe in anyway. I would assume. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But there, there is a tax. There will be a payment that will be exacted upon you once they leave. You know that.
Very well, very well. I guess just these 3 and my 3 and me will just keep going.
Okay. So yes, y'all begin to slowly, because it's definitely hard to understand them. They've taken your body, but they're letting you control it still. Though they're just like they're the luggage, fitting it's what you all feel like now. You understand what it feels like to be in a suitcase. This is how it all packed up in there, and they
like college all over again.
Yeah, give you more. You all are kind of given some of their stories, their life stories, and their wishes and their wants, and the things they wish they had done differently. And some of them feel that this is their penance. Definitely the good reverend, that they feel, that this is hell, and they're sorry for the things they've done. And you're walking on, and the air begins definitely to take on more of heat and oppressive breathing. It's harder because it's the oxygen is being chewed up, because you see the glowing is the heat, and this red glow is just getting both are increasing as you get closer and closer to what you see is a turning point to the cavern, and you all make your way to that. And let's put you on the map.
cool.
Right. And y'all can turn the corner.
She.
Yep. Y'all all get there for a second. And sorry. All right. Now you can position yourselves right there, and that's as far as you can move.
I've been walking this whole time with my guns out.
Listen to that's fine. The tunnel turns and opens up into a large cavern. What you will see is this. Come on. Sorry, I'm going to change it one step over. And then boom, boom, boom. All right. What you will see is it opens up into a large cavern floating in the air, surrounded by a glowing field of blue energy, is the earth spirit that you saw that spoke to you in the Kiva. And you begin to see and understand that this is, you hear the name T'Cheen in your consciousness, the earth spirit. A large creature made of rough red stone. And it kind of looks, I'll show you, it's kind of hanging over it all. His thick, rocky arms are outspread. Large, gaping wounds pour magma like blood into the pit below him. Two hideous creatures made of red mud that you begin to see are bloodmen are pushing a man into the pit. He continues to scream in agony, and there are several more standing around the pit between you and boom. What you see is a moving forward and will hold for the night. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
No,
Oh, hell, I
cliffhanger.
was going to run in there and start shooting things.
You have a few things. Yeah, so we will hold right there because I don't want to get all involved with this, with everything that's going to happen before, and then have to cut. So we're just a few minutes early, but it's a good stopping point
That's
for the group.
okay.
And y'all may give yourself 3 points of XP. Yay!
Oh,
We're
that
at
levels us again.
11.
Does it level? I thought you.
It's every 5 points.
Okay.
So that puts us at another advance. Yeah.
Ooh.
Wait, we're only at 8 points.
And then
Yep.
if we add 3,
Add
that makes
3
it
more.
11.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if we had 3 more, that'd be 11. Sorry.
Well, Versailles had a lot of physical workouts this session. I think I'm going to take a vigor increase. He built up some stamina.
And we're not allowed to increase an attribute if we've already done it until next rank, correct?
Yeah, until
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. 20.
But we can increase our skill up a die equal to that of our attribute. I think, right? Is that
As
right?
long if the die for the skill is below the attribute it's linked to, you can increase
Yeah.
2 die levels. If it's above 1.
Yeah, Knight. I mean, in Cyber, yeah, the 3. Well, had they not taken Santia basically almost had one other one not taken the possessions and all that, then I wouldn't have given them the points. So they finally acquiesced.
I didn't take any spirits.
Yeah, I did take a spirits, but at least 3. A majority of you did, is what I was looking for. It had
She
been an
was
even money.
disinclined to acquiesce
Even
to
money,
your
it would have been
requests.
not as many points. And the same thing would happen with the Kiva and all that. If I hadn't had a cold, I'd have gotten into it more and then played that up to the spookiness of it all and all that. But I'm just like, man, I'm stopped up nose. How evil and menacing am I going to sound? So,
I increased my notice.
okay.
This way I'm a little bit more, noticing things.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep y'all's character sheets up more so I can see the stuff, but
Can I pick a new skill? Or
Yes, you can. It's 1 new skill, 1
At D4.
increase, or 2 if it's below.
okay, but I can't just increase 1 and then grab a new skill.
No, because a new skill is a full thing by itself,
All
apparently.
right, well, let's grab a new skill then.
my chips. Well, we're going to have them. We're going to use the chips for next time. They're going to get busy.
Oh, I guess so. I don't forget, Duff. How long ago was that last fight we had back with the Mudmen during the nighttime?
Within the day.
Like, hour-wise? My
Several
powers
hours.
recharge based on hours.
Oh, I would say that the campsite, y'all were just a couple hours, below the entrance to the shaft here. Yeah, just a couple.
Okay, so 2? Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
I need a little more static charge from...
Oh, is that what it is? All right, gotcha. All right.
I
Good job.
increased my spirit by 1 die.
That's going to be badass. I'm going to have to ramp up the stuff.
Oh, my smarts is only a D4.
Insane.
Same thing with Alexander. I was getting ready to say that. Like,
I have a D10. I'm super smart. Just have no
Yeah, I
common
know.
sense.
I have a D10 in agility, and D6s and everything but smarts.
I need... Trying to figure out what skill I want.
I say I have an 8 in agility and a 10 in spirit, and 6s in strength and vigor.
what's up, little kitty cat?
And what's your smarts?
4.
Same here.
Man, I'm pretty even across the board.
We're
8 in
gonna
agility
go
and
into
6 in everything
spelling
else.
bee.
Spelling bee?
Yes. And then the Great Spirit rose up and said, "Spell Hakuna Matata."
HAKU. Oh, you gotta sound it out. Could you use that in a sentence?
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
Hakuna Matata.
All right, y'all do anything? We're gonna say they're still working on their stuff. We'll say night to everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night with the Waterdeep Heist Group, the Tuesday night gang, and then I believe yes we are that y'all are playing. So far, we see that they.
So far, Wednesday
School-
seems to be up, so
School's
I haven't
back
heard
in
anything
session.
different.
Because y'all are starting a new semester, right?
Yeah, we are.
okay.
We're starting
Okay.
something. It's
Going- Yep.
brand spanking new
Yeah,
semester.
Eric, I believe so. Yeah, that's right. And then Thursday night should have the deadbeats, even though we are having just hard getting those guys. It's just falling apart little by little, but it's to be expected. Sorry, we've lost one and only playing with 4, and we just need to get them over with. That's all right. And then our Friday night group, the Lost Minds, is chugging along real well. They're slowly learning
That's good.
tactics. So anyway,
We've already lost what, 2 in that group?
3 actually, but
On
Well,
Friday?
on
3 was
Friday.
3 was the very beginning. You didn't even get a chance to roll him up, but the other 2.
So, other 2, yeah,
But that's normal for a new game.
it is. So, but Wynn brought on a lady, a woman that plays with him or knows him on his channel. I'm not sure, but she's filling in. But she's hopefully she'll figure out if her schedule. She was going to fill in this time and maybe next time, and then she'll know for certain full time. Hoping she can, because have another female to play on the channel. So she's learning. So should be good. Yeah, they killed some red brands. They got into it, and they have Droop. They have put.
Did they give him a crossbow and release?
They gave him a
into the
dagger.
box?
They gave him a dagger and some leather armor that had holes in it. And he went up as they were killing some red bands. He kind of went up behind them and was kind of stabbing around using his dagger, going, "This is fun," and hopping around. And he did something called the Mar maneuver. And as they were in the downstairs in the underground, they found one of the rooms, the red brands had already been emptied out, and there were 2 beds side by side. And he goes, "Our friends call this the Mar maneuver." And he goes boing, 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 and he was jumping back and forth on the beds while they were trying to do some work. And he was not paying attention. And he would then they would call him over to go, hey, we wanted him to check out a door. And they said, "Be quiet." And he jumps over the pit and he goes up to the door and he goes, "I don't hear anything." And then he goes, "Is anybody home?" And he knocks on the door, bam, bam, bam,
Oh my goodness.
so he's been, so Droop's has been a nuisance for them.
Mar has been reincarnated as Droop.
Something like that.
Wow.
His friends called it the Mar. The Mar maneuver is what they were calling. They're called marring, is what I should just called it. This is marring. This is why and it's not jumping. They don't call it jumping. They call it marring. And he was jumping from bed to bed, going boing, 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 boing. Yeah, and he got a bath. He fell into the water and he got a bath. He didn't like that too much.
No.
But what was happening is they went into the fight the bugbears, and basically the cleric of the group just opened up the door to barge in, not pay, didn't make a complete roll on anything, and they were going to be TPK. They were done. I mean, the bugbears had them load up in the room. They were already, they're only 2nd level. They were just getting waylaid. And one of them got one of the cards that they got drawn for, Tombstone, bought it for him, was turn the encounter from a hostile encounter into a social event. So they had a tea party. He plays the card, and the bugbears just go, "Oh, we feel so sorry about what we're doing to you. Let's have some tea." And
Wow.
they able to get
what
out
a
of
turn
it.
of events.
Yeah, and so it was, it was like they were, he felt so bad. He said,
At
"Just
least
let
it
me
didn't turn into
die."
a Boston Tea Party.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
Hey.
they're learning. It was funny, really funny stuff. But yeah, Droop is having fun, harassing and getting in trouble, and being out of control. So. All right, y'all. We're going to hold for the night. We'll see. Like I said, that's the rest of the week. We've got something going on pretty much every night. And tune in. Don't be shy. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.